So ito na po, session 5, where best to invest. Okay, sorry for that, hindi ko na napansin kahapon when I tried to check on it. Okay, where it is best to invest. Now, nung una, akala ko investment sa, okay, may pera ka, saan ko siya ilalagay? Nung una, akala ko yun. Okay, so yun pala hindi. Alright, so before ko po ano yung next slide, ito lagay lang ni Lord sa heart ko. I've always told you this, tayo po, we are composed of body, mind, and spirit. Okay naman tayo sa body, may kinakain tayo, kinakain din natin ng Herbalife. Okay? Ang soul, andyan yung training, and then or your emotions, your mental health din po. Okay? But itong soul mo is very much dependent. Ito, kung ano yung nasa spirit mo, yun din yung nasa soul mo. Kaya lang, in our life, ito yung laging kulang, yung pag-strengthen ng spirit. Ano ang pagkain ng spirit? Yung Bible, yung words of God. Okay? So, itong session 5 to, these are 6 sessions that I've done in the recording kasi medyo mahaba yung session 4 last time. Okay? Ang gustong iparealize ni Lord? Talagang gusto niya tayong i-bless sa buhay natin. Bakit? Siya nga nag-create, di ba? And I've always told you na meron siyang great plan for each of us. So kung may great plan siya at susundan natin yun at lalakaran natin yun, walang reason why hindi niya tayo i-bless. And you really have to believe in that. Kahit yung sitwasyon mo ngayon does not seem to add up na paano ako maging blessed, etc. Paano ako maging successful, etc. Kaya ka nandyan para marinig mo yung message ng Panginoon for you. Okay? And ano again ang pagkain ng spirit? It's the word of the Bible and tungkol sa abundance and wealth. It's a book of Proverbs and book of Ecclesiastes po. Okay? Kasi if God blesses you, ano ang gusto ni Lord? Gusto niya i-bless naman natin yung ibang tao. Kaya talagang hindi po kuripot si Lord. Gusto kanyang i-bless in all areas of your life para when you are blessed in all areas of your life, maging ministry mo yan, yan din yung ikaw din yung magbibigay ng example or model sa ibang tao dyan sa community mo. And sila din, from learning from you or receiving anything from you, mabibless din po sila. And what is the purpose? It's not about us. It's about them realizing na God is real, na ikaw yung messenger ng Panginoon para maging better ang kanilang buhay po. Okay? So there are 5 ways to make money work for you. Okay, so ito po, Matthew 6:19 to 21. Do not store up for yourselves treasures on earth, where moth and rust destroy, and where thieves break in and steal. And then yung naka-underline po, but store up for yourselves treasures in heaven. So yan yung matutunan po natin this morning. Where moth and rust do not destroy, and where thieves do not break in and steal. For where your treasure is, there your heart will also be. Now, lagi natin tatandaan, binibigyan tayo ni Lord ng blessings, binibigyan niya tayo ng money, and it is to be used. Okay? And 2 things po yan. God gave us money to be used and to love people. Hindi yung you're going to take people for granted and use them for you to make money. No, it's the other way around po ha. Na money is there, it's a tool to be used to bless people and to really love people po. Okay? So, eto, I'll enjoy, sabi dyan, I will enjoy forever what I invest in heaven. So, paano po yan? So, let's just continue with all the Bible verses po. Ito po, 1 Timothy 6:17-18. Tell those who are rich not to be proud and not to trust in their money, which will soon be gone, but their pride and trust should be in the living God, who always richly gives us all we need for our enjoyment. So, saan tayo laging mag-trust? And alam ko, marami sa atin in financial difficulties. So, saan tayo mag-trust? Sa Panginoon. Okay? And because He's the one who will really provide what we really need. And minsan nag-aapura tayo and then sasabihin ni, bakit ang tagal yung answered prayer? Kasi nakikita ni Lord, kahit ibibigay niya sa inyo, pag hindi po kayo ready, madi-destroy din kayo. Okay, so kaya po very very important na ingatan natin yung puso natin, yung mind natin. And ako, I learned this from our church na in the morning pa lang, I have the mind of Christ. I-claim mo talaga yon. I have the mind of Christ, no? Para you'll also have the heart of Christ. Para araw-araw, you're really really guided sa lahat ng actions mo, thoughts mo, no? And decisions mo. Okay? So, continue po. Tell them to use their money to do good. Okay? Yan po yung desire ng Panginoon. He's going to bless us. Okay? It's for us to use the money to do good for others. They should be rich in good works. Okay? Good works. So, ano yung mga bagay na ginagawa mo in the past na, and you will see this na diniscuss ko po yan sa session 3, yung the law of sowing and reaping, na kung ano talaga yung itinatanim mo sa buhay mo. Okay? Yun din yung aanihin mo. So it's okay if you are not where you want to be financially and in different areas of your life. It's okay. Kaya nga pinapaalala nga ni Lord sa atin to lahat. Kasi that is really His plan. He wants us to really realize yun, wala pong ibang plano si Lord. Love na love niya po tayo. Love na love niya kayo kahit po ngayon ay nahirapan po kayo financially. Because I know a lot of people, yan po talaga problema, no? But the thing is, kung may pera ka, are you using it to do good? Are you every single day doing good works? Like for example, you are in Herbalife. Ano ba yung dapat mong gawin? Diba we always talk about lead generation and sharing to people. So kung tatamad-tamad ka din, hindi mo din po expect na, or kulang ka ng numbers, hindi mo rin po expect na i-bless ka ng Panginoon or binigyan ka ni Lord ng kosa pero hindi mo naman masyadong inalagaan. Okay? Na sobrang busy ka na or meron kang taong dinala mo sa Herbalife, nag-sign up siya and you're the sponsor. Are you doing everything you can for this person? Kasi lahat po yan really affects who you will be for the future po. Okay? So ito po they should be rich in good works and should give. Kasi when you are really blessed, then we are expected to what? To give happily to those in need, always being ready to share with others whatever God has given them. So we will remember na talagang pag nabibless tayo, we're not here for ourselves or for our family. We're really here to serve people and all para magiging message ka, maging messenger ka or magiging answered prayer ka, magiging angel ka sa lahat ng tao kasi may mga needs din po sila. Okay? Isa na lang pong ito naalala ko po. Yung dito na tell them to use their money to do good or yan. Okay? Ito po, may pera ka. Sorry po. Ito yung naninigarilyo, umiinom, nagsusugal in whatever form. Or for me, even yung bibili ka ng fireworks para sa New Year, for to celebrate, etc. So parang sinayang mo lang yung pera, right? So is that something God really wants you to do? No. Kasi sinasayang mo yung pera. Okay? Yan lang yung utos niya we use God's money to do good. Nasabi ko po yan sa inyo nung session 1 na lahat ng meron tayo, trabaho natin, negosyo natin, pera, or material things around us, they're not ours. Pinahiram lang ni Lord yan sa atin para ma-fulfill natin yung plano niya sa buhay natin. And at the end, it is to glorify Him. So if we're not really maximizing yung mga binigay ni Lord, we're not maximizing yung potential na binigay niya. Kasi like what I said before, God gave you potential to create wealth. So hindi mo pwedeng sabihin kasi ganito lang kasi ako, mahiyain ako, kasi ganito. Puro maraming excuses. So if you keep doing that, you will never really see achieve your best self na the way God has planned you. Kaya sana po, yun yung talagang, I hope marirealize nyo na it's not about who you are today, it's what you can become and what God has given you na talagang potential mo to really get out of your situation kung ano man po yun. Isa pa po, yung impulse buying, no? Nabanggit ko din po yan. Impulse buying, kaya nga sabi ko, bago ka mag-shopping, magbili, even online yan, very tempting. Kaya sabi ko, ah, tanggalin niyo na ano, yung ano ni Shopee sa phone niyo. Kasi di ba may mga ano yan, may mga tumutunog, no? So, kahit hindi kailangan, binibili, no? Kahit po mura-mura yan, i-add up niyo po yan, malaki din po yan. Okay? So, sabi ko nga, before you spend it, you ask yourself, do I need it? Or do I want it? Okay? So, again, ito po, I invest in heaven every time I use money for good. So, ayan po, no? So, yung mga good work, good things, and paano natin ginagamit yung resources natin, yun pala, we're really preparing ourselves for our great, great life when we are together with the Lord, no, in heaven. Yan. So, akala ko, dito lang yan, di pala, mag-i-extend pala yan. So, ngayon, I hope po, ano po tayo ha, yung hawak nating pera, kung gagastos tayo, mag-pray tayo kay Lord kung saan yan natin gustong gagastosin yung mga yun. Ako, I also learned my lessons with some other things. Okay? So 1 Timothy 6:18 to 19. They should be rich in good works. Okay, yan ang desire ni Lord sa atin. And should give happily to those in need. Yan, mga charity work. Always being ready to share with others whatever God has given them. By doing this, they will be storing up real treasure for themselves in heaven, and it is the only safe investment for eternity. And they will be living a fruitful Christian life down here as well. Kanina, nagkwentuhan kami ni Ting and Beng about yun nga, blessings and all, and they were telling me na there's this person na matanda na, alam mo yun, half paralyzed na lagi nilang nakikita na nagbibenta ng rugs. Okay? Yung trapo yata, if I understood it correctly. So, kahit hindi nila kailangan yung trapo na yon, mga washcloth, diba, na yung binibenta sa kalye. Bumibili sila doon sa matanda. Bakit? Para lang tumulong. At tapos nag-aabot pa sila ng extra. So, yun yung ano ko na, ito din realize ko itong mga kasama kong president's teams ngayon, na itong bakasyon namin dito sa Canada, talagang pinlano namin to last year pa, July pa, paid up na din last year pa, no? Because born out of pandemic. And nakita ko, why are these people super blessed? Nakita ko po lahat ng shinare ko po sa inyong mga principles and the Bible verses. Nilalakaran po nila. Kaya I hope po, itong 6 sessions na to, balikan nyo po doon sa FB Live and talagang pag-aralan nyo. Kasi if kahit na po nandyan kayo nakikinig kayo ngayon, pag wala po kayong babaguhin sa ginagawa nyo, your life will not change, your life will not be financially blessed. Kanina talaga pinarealize ni Lord sa akin na these people that are with me right now, na kasama sila Annie Barten, no, and Piping, and Mary Ann and Disney, okay, your president's teams. So, because talagang nilalakaran nila yung mga principles na to. And you can decide to be the same. Sabi nga namin kahapon, sabi ko nga, wow, Pink was a tricycle driver. Beng was domestic helper, di ba? And then you have Annie who's a housewife. And ako personally, I never really needed the money to do Herbalife. But what did I do? Dahil pray ako, ginawa ko, inayos ko talaga. Okay, so kaya you will also reach that level if talagang true to your heart, talagang aayusin po talaga puso nyo, mind nyo sa kung saan nyo dadalhin pera, oras nyo, etc. And your potential din po. Talaga, alam mo, isa pa dito, yung talagang work ethics, no? Work habits po. Okay. So, ituloy ko to. By doing this, they'll be storing, yung kanina about Kating and Becky. So by doing this, they will be storing up real treasure for themselves in heaven. It is the only safe investment for eternity. So yung mga acts, good acts po na gagawin ninyo. And they will be living a fruitful Christian life down here as well. Okay. So God's 5 investment fund. So number 1 po. So this is the yung sharing na where can you really best invest, no? So number 1 po, ayan po, God's growth fund. Okay, anong ibig sabihin nun? that I can invest in eternity by using money to grow my character. So, yun. And paano yan? Like, we're all together learning this, tama? And marami din po dito supported by Bible verses. So, we are really growing spiritually. Okay? Para maayos po yung mindset natin at ugali natin when it comes to money management. Akala ko to nung una, magsasabi, dito ka sa invest sa mutual funds, etc. etc. Iba pala ito. Okay, and this is a more lasting investment kasi it's really for us to be with the Lord in heaven. Okay, for those of you who believe. So Proverbs 10:16 po. The earnings of the godly enhance their lives, but evil people squander their money on sin. And I think tayo, we know people who have wasted their money, right? To the point na nasira yung buhay nila and all that. Or dati ang yaman-yaman, tas ano nangyari? See? So hindi na ayos paggamit. Luke 2 verses 52. Luke chapter 2 verses 52 po. And Jesus grew in wisdom and stature and in favor with God and men. So talagang every day, bakit kailangan natin i-immerse ang sarili natin sa Bible verses, yung mga daily devotion? Kasi doon po tayo, we will increase po our wisdom po to really be able to serve and to do things that are really pleasing to God. And when it's pleasing to God, it will also help people around us or our community po. Alam nyo, can you imagine, you're learning these things. Huwag nyo pong isipin para sa inyo lang yan. Many of you are running nutrition clubs. And perhaps, ito lang bigla lang na unti-unti na i-share nyo po sa kanila to kahit two Bible verses per day, whatever po, dito sa topics na to. Kasi I can tell you, marami din po kayong nutrition club members na marami din pong problema, no? And perhaps whatever you're learning tuwing Sunday, mas ma-share nyo. Kasi pag na-share nyo po at inaral nyo, mas na-i-internalize yung mas napumumuhay nyo po yun. Okay? Kasi kagaya niyan, sinishare ko sa inyo, hindi ko lang man yan sinishare na pagising ko, yan na. Ay, inaaral ko po yan, pinagpipray. Last week ko pa to inaral, pinagpipray yung topic for today po. Talagang I make time and I keep praying, allowing the Holy Spirit to be in me para siya po yung talagang mag-share. Okay? So Proverbs 23:23, invest in truth and wisdom, discipline and good sense, and don't part with them. Kaya po, pag kulang talaga sa relationship sa Panginoon, chances are you are not a very disciplined person. You don't have much self-control. Yun very, very important. Kahit nga po sa area ng paggamit ng products, sa area ng paggamit ng money, and even how to spend your time, that one needs wisdom, that one needs self-control and discipline and good sense. No? Yung ano mo na feel mo na tama ba to or hindi, something like that. But if you have the strong relationship with the Lord, very, very deep relationship, madali na po si wisdom, si discipline, and talagang good judgment po. Then Proverbs 23:23 again, buy wisdom, buy education, buy insight. Like, alam mo, part naman ng like sa Herbalife, bakit ba may registration fee and all, diba? Kasi we're trying to learn and then alam natin may spectacular, may extravaganza. But ito hindi libre. Ay wala pong libre para you'll appreciate all your learnings kasi yan din nagdala sa amin where we are today. That's just one area na in our business na we need to grow in wisdom. That's why we need to invest sa education natin. Kaya lang, sayang po ang investment mo sa education mo at magkaroon ng wisdom kung hindi rin mo naman po din i-apply. Okay? Which is, again, at the end of the day, it's your numbers, right? And of course, on the side of your spiritual part, yung kumakain tayo ng Word of God araw-araw. Okay? And like for me, a few times I went to different countries to grow spiritually, to have mga spiritual conferences. Talagang inilagay ni Lord sa heart ko, kaya I really went, and it sobrang amazing po yung journey na yan. And there's one coming up in September in Davao naman, but the preacher is from South Africa. So Yun po, yung alam mo yun, kung tayo nga may time sa kung ano-ano, ito pa kaya na it will really help you grow spiritually po, no? And super ma-bless ako. Kasi yun yung nakita ko po na 17 years na I have started yung developing relationship with the Lord. Sobrang, alam mo, kahit po ano yung nasa harap mong problema, kahit may mga taong nagpa-persecute sa'yo, hindi ka affected. And I don't even have time to think about these things. Bakit? Because I just trust the Lord and alam mo yung relationship ko sa Kanya, nakafocus lang po ako doon. Kasi wala naman pong mangyayari kung doon ako sa mga bagay na hindi ko kayang kontrolin. So I hope po, yun, ganun din po kayo kasi marami po sa atin, wala naman po walang problema. Kaya lang if doon ka nakafocus and not doon sa promise of the future or ano yung mga opportunities, which mamaya po I will specifically really share with you what are the opportunities for you. Okay? Then they will be the answer to all your financial problems po. Kaya nga po, ang soul food is yung Bible verses, okay? Versus what? The junk food na sinasabi natin. Ito naman po, it is Proverbs 16:16. It is better, much better to have wisdom and knowledge than gold and silver. Okay? So, yun. But if you can have both, why not? Ba? God wants to bless us in all areas of our life para magamit niya po tayo. Okay, the second one po, God's investment fund. Number 2, God's mutual fund. Uy, meron ding mutual fund si Lord, but let us see anong ibig yung sabihin. Ang sabi po dito, I can invest in eternity by using money to encourage fellowship. I-ano ko muna before I say something. Sabi sa Romans 12:10, love one another with mutual affection. Alam niyo po, in our community as Herbalife members, it's so wonderful and alam ko marami sa inyo naman naka-experience if not all kung bago lang po kayo. Ito yung community that will really uplift you, encourage you, no? Even alam mo yung even to write a simple card to someone that is really encouraging fellowship and yung like you're making people know na you care for them, no? Nanghihina sila, ikaw yung nagpapalakas sa kanila, or you sit down and have dinner with some people like that, no? Kaya lalo na po mga nawawala na ng pag-asa, then you're there, you talk to them, you encourage them. Marami kang masasabi kasi na you start living a life na kasama mo ang Panginoon lagi. So yung mga experience mo, pwede mo siyang ma-share sa ibang tao. Alam nyo, lalo na po nasa nutrition clubs tayo, no? For those of you, makikita nyo po yan eh. Ilalapit talaga ni Lord sa inyo, mga NC members niyo. I-direct ka talaga kung sino yung kakausapin mo for that din. Kita mo, ako lagi ko na-experience yun na the person would cry. Then pag-pray ko, etc. Kaya all the more, it gives them a reason why they have to be healthy, why they have to really take good care of themselves, healthy aging and so on. Kaya that's why I love this community because it encourages good fellowship. No? Romans 12:13 po, share with the Lord's people who are in need and practice hospitality. Ha? So be very accommodating. Asa ano lang, kailangan ka lang, naka-tune in ka talaga sinong pwede mong tulungan, sinong magbigyan mo ng word of encouragement. And you can always ask the Lord for that every day. Like, ililid ka niya if you really ask Him. He will really lead you to people na kailangan mong kausapin, whether it's face-to-face or online po, no? Messenger. And sometimes nagugulat ako, may taong pinapaalala si Lord. Hindi ko naman siya nakita, pero kukumustahin po and all. Tapos, yun na. Tapos maya-maya, nag-usap na kami. Maya-maya, iiyak na yan, etc. etc. Tapos at the end, grateful siya dahil yun, pinapaalala ko lang din po ano mga natatandaan ko, nilalagay ni Lord sa heart ko na can really uplift the person na nasa Bible verse. Kaya, what a way to live, no? Instead of tayo, siyempre lahat naman po tayo may mga problema. Instead, when you help other people with their problems, it will automatically just also solve your problems. Or liliit po yung tingin mo sa problema mo kasi hindi ka nakafocus doon. Nakafocus ka na tulungan mo yung ibang tao. So think of, ito pa din po, Hebrews 10:24. Think of ways to encourage one another through outbursts of love and good deeds. Yan. Alam mo, ito po, sobrang for me, kasi when you really love God and you feel His love and you will be able to experience it when you really deepen your relationship with Him, doon niyo po marirealize at mako-comprehend parang gaano kayo talaga kamahal ni Lord. And when you are overflowing with that love, ikaw din automatically yung the way you talk to people, the way you deal with your customers, your distributors, ay lalabas din po lahat yan. Okay, so what a way yung community that we are really creating. Okay, so ito po, why should I use my money to help others? So why? Number one, it proves I'm in God's family. Wala pong anak ng Panginoon na madamo. So 2 Corinthians 9:12-13, this service of giving not only helps the needs of God's people, it also brings many more thanks to God, and it is a proof of your faith. Many people will praise God because you obey the good news of Christ, the gospel you say you believe, and because you freely share with them. So whether you're giving money, you're reminding them of God's promises for them in the Bible, sobrang yan, ha? You are really doing it for the Lord. Naging answered prayer pa sa Kanya. Maano mo na lang yun na pinagtagpo kayo ni Lord na kailangan kayo mag-usap at that certain day and time. And I've experienced that so many times. That's why God just never ceases to amaze me. Okay, number 2 po, it creates unity. So Psalms 133 verses 1, how good and pleasant it is when God's people live together in unity. Diba masarap na pakiramdam na you're all as one. Kasi after all, anak man tayo ni Lord, walang competition. Okay? Isa pa po, why should I use my money to help others? It's a witness to unbelievers na tayo dala-dala natin yung presensya ng Panginoon and we're bringing them good tidings po. So 3 John 1 verses 5, when you extend hospitality to Christian brothers and sisters, even when they are strangers, you make the faith visible. Maniniwala silang God is alive through you. Okay? Through your presence, through your service, through your giving. Okay? So number 3 po, na kung saan tayo dapat mag-invest, God's Service Fund. Okay? It says here, I can invest in eternity by using money to serve others. So, yan, no? Your charity, kung anong ministry mo, kung ano yung ilagay ni Lord sa heart mo, huwag niyo pong gawin pag napilitan po kayo or just for show. Kasi wala pong points yan sa Panginoon or sa heaven or sa when you die, wala po. If you're doing it just to show off and all. Do it because out of your heart, gusto mo talaga. So Ecclesiastes 11:1 verses 2, be generous, invest in acts of charity. And alam niyo po, ang charity hindi lang Pasko. Yeah. Many of us, Pasko lang busy mamigay. Bakit? Bakit hindi na lang during the week? Para naman, ano din ng tao. Kaya, why does it have to be Pasko? It does not have to be. Alright? So, maybe sa birthday mo, I don't know. Okay? I remember sa birthday ko, nung high school pa po ako, kung ano lang yung kaya ko. Coke at saka ensaymada sa mga prisoners sa provincial jail sa Cagayan de Oro. Little did I know na yung ganun palang act of charity, talagang ang laki ng impact sa blessings ng buhay ko today. Okay, so don't hoard your goods. Spread them around. Be a blessing to others. This could be your last night. Kaya nga, if we wait for Pasko, alam ba nating makarating pa ba tayo ng Pasko or now na? Every opportune moment that we can really show an act of generosity and love to people, no? Para they will know na tayo naging answered prayer sa kanila. Okay? But you have to be also watchful, ha? So, this is Ecclesiastes chapter 11, 1-2. But alam nyo, minsan you have to be very, very watchful. Like even sa sitwasyon ko po, sobrang dami-dami yung hihingi ng tulong, etc., etc. But you know, before I do anything, I really pray kasi malambot po ang puso ko. But yun, minsan sasabihin ni Lord, hindi na ako makakilos sa tao na yun kasi ikaw nang kumilos lahat. Okay? Kaya ako, now I learned, I have to pray first. Hindi yung basta bigay lang ng ganyan. Alam din ni Cecilia, okay, ng assistant ko ay mga nandiyan siya para makita ko siya. James 2, thank you Ceci sa mga ginagawa mo. James 2, chapter 15, verses 17. Suppose you see a brother or sister who needs food or clothing, and you say, well, goodbye and God bless you. Stay warm and eat well. But then you don't give that person any food or clothing. What good does that do? So you see, it isn't enough just to have faith. Faith that doesn't show itself by good deeds is no faith at all. It is dead and useless. Okay? Ganun din yan, not just for in terms of giving. Yung sa situation mo na sobrang sinasabi mo, I love God, I believe in God, tapos kahit may problema ka, tapos hindi ka naman kumikilos. So faith yun, you have faith, but it is dead, okay, and useless. Dahil hindi mo pinapakita sa Panginoon na talagang you trust Him. Let go, let God. Diba? So Proverbs 11 verses 24. The world of the generous gets larger and larger. The world of the stingy gets smaller and smaller. Ulitin ko po ha. The world of the generous gets larger and larger, and the world of the stingy gets smaller and smaller. That's Proverbs 11 verses 24. That's why the more you give to others, the more God blesses you. The more you give, the more you receive. God wants you to be like Him, okay? To be very, very generous. But again, like ngayon nga, kaya nga ako, madaling maano yung puso ko, pero ngayon I really just pray. Kasi kung pare-pareho na rin, ulit-ulit na, parang that it's different anymore. Parang nakadepend na lang sa iyo parati. Okay. Lagi kong sinasabi nga, alam din ni Cecilia, I also work very hard. I do my leads. Kung saan-saan grand opening, etc. etc. Even at my level, no? So tapos yung iba, hihingi lang, papatulong lang, no? I'm sorry. Talagang ngayon, I thank the Lord, pero talagang binuksan yung mind ko in these areas po. Okay. Kaya bago po kayo magbigay, pray. Pag magaan po sa loob nyo, gawin nyo. Okay? So give to the poor and you will never be in need. If you close your eyes to the poor, many people will curse you. So ito naman like sa mga strangers. Minsan po may ganyan ako yung, kasi I'm always in polo club, diba? Minsan nasa isang CR ako na, hindi ako doon sa usual na CR na yun, and then I have this lady attendant na naglilinis. And the Lord just tells me anong amount yung ibigay ko sa kanya. Ang talagang ginagawa ko po kasi sinabi ni Lord Tapos pag abot mo, kita mo umiiyak yung tao. Parang wow, Lord, amazing ka naman. So yung mga ganyan is another story. Yan talaga. Because they're strangers to us. So if we can, we will. Diba? Proverbs 19:17. When you give to the poor, it is like lending to the Lord, and the Lord will pay you back. So, ganun pala yun. This is like a test of how you use your money and your time. Okay. Number 4 po, God's global funds. Ang daming investment funds si Lord, no? Iba-iba pala to. I can invest. Kaya natuto din po ako sa session na to. Ito pala yung ibig sabihin. Okay. And they're all supported by Bible verses. So amazing, another level of learning for me. And I hope it's the same for you, not just learning, but talagang pamumuhay po natin para will continually be blessed. And bakit pinaparinig ni Lord sa iyo to? Aralin natin. Bakit? Gusto niya ikaw i-bless. Kung hindi mo pa feeling na all areas of your life are blessed, then by all means, apply niyo po. Ha? So God's Global Fund. I can invest in eternity by using money to bring people to Jesus. Yan. That's from time to time ginagawa ko po. Kung sino yung, kunyari, meron kaming freedom encounter sa church. Kung sino yung nilalagay ni Lord sa heart ko na papaatinin ko, I will invite that person. And ako yung mismong magbabayad kung, I'm not saying this kasi parang tinataas ko ang sarili ko. Now, naintindihan ko na bakit binibless talaga ako ni Lord. Kasi I make an effort na sabihin ko na, ito libre yung pamasahe or libre yung registration, libre yung food doon sa mga in-invite kong a-attend sa. Halimbawa lang sa Freedom Encounter. Yung talagang mga first na pag-encounter sa Panginoon in a very, very deep way. So, yun. Madalas ko po yung ginagawa. Kaya naintindihan ko na why how sobrang blessing ni Lord sa akin. Okay? So nandito nga po. Use some money to help save others. Use some money to help save others. Alam mo, God will put people in front of you na sobrang problemado, hindi maintindihan paano gagawin, confused, depressed, etc. And then here you are, and then there's a spiritual encounter or freedom encounter. Talagang pag dadalhin ko sa church, etc. Yun po ginagawa ko. Okay? Hindi po ako ano ng kung sino-sino. Basta kung sino inilagay ni Lord sa heart ko, yun po yung ini-invite ko. Because I'm very, very careful because I don't want them to connect nung po-convert ako ng tao. I don't want that my whole goal is what? Just to serve the Lord. And kasi in the same way, in this community, sir, that dito ko po nakilalang pang 17 years ago. And I thank my sister-in-law si Jane for bringing me to God and to really fully understand. Kasi may religion naman po. Doon ko nakita na it's not religion that makes you, that will please the Lord, but it's your relationship with Him that's so important. Okay? So, can you imagine na one day, we're all in heaven and then the person will say, thank you. I'm in heaven because of you. Dahil dinala mo siya sa Panginoon, mas nakilala niya ang tao. Si Lord, no? Mas nakilala niya ang Panginoon because you brought her or him to know more about Christ. Okay? Or minsan yung mga books na gusto mong ibigay sa kanila, devotions na makatulong din sa kanila. Things like, or a link para yung isang preaching na isang topic is applicable to that person. Yan, I'm also very, very attuned to that na minsan may kunyari, may ganitong topic sa isang minister. And then, there's this person na parang appropriate sa kanya yung preaching na yun. Isesend ko po yun. Nasa tao na po yun kung gusto niya panuorin o hindi. Kasi hindi ko yun ginagawa, basta ginagawa ko. Ginagawa ko because nag-aantay ako ng leading ni Lord. So lagi akong attune. Alam mo yun, kumbaga, yung antena natin kay Holy Spirit, kay Lord, lalakasan natin para talagang He really directs your ways. Okay. So the question here, sabi nga ni Pastor Rick Warren, will anyone get to heaven because of you? Will anyone learn more about God because of you? Kaya nga, alam nyo, kahit nag-herbalife po tayo, lahat po yan, marami pong problema yung mga taong binibigyan ni Lord sa ating problema, challenge, and okay? So it's an opportunity for us to really make a difference in the lives of people in a deeper way. Okay? Sabi dito sa Luke 16:9, use worldly wealth to gain friends for yourselves so that when it is gone, you will be welcome into eternal dwelling. So yun nga, kung ano yung resources meron ka na pwede mong i-share sa iba to bring them to a conference or something like that. Okay. 3 John 1, chapter 1, verses 8, we must support believers who go on trips like this so that we can work together with them in spreading the truth. So yun, from time to time, I do the same. Kung may mga trips, yung mga kasama namin sa church, etc. Sometimes I help. Basta kung sino yung nilagay ni Lord sa puso ko, yun yung ginagawa ko. Hindi ko na yun kino-question kasi talagang attune na yung antena ko sa ano yung desire ng Panginoon. Okay? Sabi nga, when you invest your treasures for yourself, you will get farther and farther from it. So, kaya maganda na we're really investing into bringing people sa Panginoon po. You will honor God through this genuine act of First, 2 Corinthians 9 verses 13. You will honor God through this genuine act of service because of your commitment to spread the good news of Christ and because of your generosity in church. Alam ko, meron mga churches na, alam mo yun, they give out free Bible, diba? And then you will donate something like that. So you can do that. Why not? Okay. Or invite someone to attend a conference with you. Ganyan. And the whole idea is we manage very well the money that God has put in our hands. Okay. Number 5 po, God's Treasury Fund. I can invest in eternity by using money to worship God. So yung act na yung tithes, that's an act of worship. Actually, God doesn't need our money. God wants siya eh. Pero di ba sabi nga 10% tithes. So that's an act of worship. That's an act of honoring Him. So kahit na hindi niya kailangan, ginagawa natin because we honor, we worship Him. Proverbs 3 verses 9. Honor the Lord by giving Him the first part of all your income, and He will fill your barns and overflow your wine vats. So pangako po ni Lord yun. And minsan mahirap pong gawin. Kung meron po konti nga na lang, babawasan pa ng 10%. Pero alam nyo, you just have to do it. Tapos makita nyo, 100-fold, sobra-sobra ang ang ibabalik ni Lord sa isa sa iyo. Bakit? Because nag-trust ka sa Kanya. Okay, you took an action. Tapos, Matthew 6:21. Wherever your treasure is, where the desires of your heart will also be. So, ayan. So, laging kailangan nga magbigay tayo na talaga, alam mo, maluwag sa puso, hindi yung gagawin mo because nagpa-display, may makakita, or no. Yun lang in-honor din ni Lord. Yung talagang, alam naman niya puso natin. Yun ang tinitingnan talaga niya. Okay. Tapos, Job chapter 22 verses 24 to 25. Give up your lust for money. The Almighty Himself will be your treasure. So, tandaan natin, God provides for us, right? So, siya yung mas mahalaga. Siya yung dapat na i-worship natin, hindi yung desire natin sa physical things, lalo na sa pera. Lalo na po pag dumami na. So, very, very, very tempting. But kung tama po ang puso natin, He will continuously bless us if gamit din natin sa mga tamang pamamaraan. The way God wants us to do it. Okay? May kasabihan, where I put my money shows my priorities and values. So maybe it's reality check po. Okay? Na kung saan ano mo yun eh, like sabi mo ni Pastor Rico, titingnan mo yung gastos mo, saan mostly napunta. And doon mo ma-realize ano yung values mo, ano yung priorities. Is it in things that don't last? Or is it in like charity and you will know, okay? Susulat mo and like you're in Herbalife, so anong priority mo? Of course, Panginoon, and second, yung negosyo mo. Or yung pina-prioritize mo yung mga bagay na hindi naman makakatulong sa negosyo mo. I'm sorry if you're not in Herbalife yet. But, so, yun po na makikita mo, asan ba priority mo? Ano ginagastos mo? Puro ba yan Lazada, Shopee, Sishing? Nakikita ko po yan, tapos nakikita ko sino yung mga favorite ni ganito, mga downlines. So, ito, namimili ko sa Shopee. Whatever it is. Okay. Ito po is another saying, we make a living by what we get or what we receive. But we make a life by what we give. So these are just questions for you to ponder. Siguro paano na lang in the interest of time, i-ano nyo na lang, i-screenshot. No? So looking at the 5 ways to invest po, no? In which one do you find it easiest to do or to invest in? Bakit? And which one naman medyo mahirap sa iyo gawin? Doon sa 5 binanggit ko po kanina. And ask yourself why. Kaya nga, alam nyo, the only way you can internalize itong mga sharings ko is you will answer all this homework during the day. Hindi yung pagkatapos, tapos na, tapos pagka Monday, pareho na, balik na ulit sa the same ugali, di wala rin na bago sa iyo. Okay? Then you wonder why you're not blessed. Okay, so what are some things you can remove from your budget in order to invest in those 5 different funds? Ikaw lang po nakakaalam niya. O ikaw ba si mahilig sa sapatos? Example ko lang yun, I have nothing against that. Sinasample ko lang, so please huwag mo sumama loob. Okay? Nasa maloob mo, hindi kay Lord yan. Okay. Number 3 po, what are some ways you can invest in God's growth fund para to develop your character? May mga conferences that you can join. Po, number 4, what are some ways your small group or your community can work together to invest in some of the funds mentioned in this lesson po? Like, I can always remember yung grupo ni Baby Villag kapag Pasko po. They always go somewhere. I think it's for the elderly. They spend time with them during Christmas. But suggestion ko, don't wait for Christmas. During the year, do it. Kasi mas doon din nila po kailangan yung need nila nandun po during the week. Okay? Kaya nga po yung when I'm helping the orphans po sa SOF, hindi po ako nag-antay ng Pasko. Talagang before Christmas, inaano ko na po, ini-schedule kasi nadalhin sa beach house. You don't have to wait for Pasko. Kasi lahat ng tao sa Pasko po, kaya apaw-apaw po ang pagkain nila. Minsan napapanis na lang po. I'm telling you. Okay? Ito po. Take a look at your budget this week and see if there are some ways, dami yung pwedeng gawin na, no? And there are some ways you can adjust it to include investing in these 5 funds. Start small, maybe 20 pesos or 80 pesos, I don't know. Ano yung lagay ni Lord sa heart mo. And then make a plan to be able to invest in these areas in the next 6 months. Alam niyo yung funds na to grow your character, that also includes your registration for spectacular, your registration to qualify supervisor para you can come with us for the extravaganza. Kasama din po yan. Okay? Kasi yung areas na yan na mag-learn ka and you're going to do it and you're going to be blessed, marami ka din pong taong mag-be-blessed. Okay, so eto po, prayer natin ha. So eto, explain ko po muna. So unang-unang, since God is the source of all our financial resources, spend some time as a group. Okay, if hindi mo kayang isa-isa lang kayo, asking Him for wisdom in investing what He has given in these 5 funds. So ask Him, number 1, ito po, maganda po ito, to help you prepare your finances in a way where you are free to give to this area. Isa pa po, to give you wisdom on how to invest in each of these funds. Kung sa 5 na 5 kanina binanggit niya. To bless what you give and use it for His purposes. So yun pong tatlong yan ha. So talagang before I end po, no, I have other sharings po sa inyo. So make sure po these things na you guys will really do something ha. Alam niyo, basta tandaan lang natin na whatever we're making, whatever things we have, okay, that they're not ours. Okay, pinahiram lang po ni Lord sa atin. Okay, so summary lang po nung first session when I started. This was Matthew 25:14. Okay? Again, it will be like a man going on a journey who called his servants and entrusted his property to them. So again, always think, we're just stewards, okay, of lahat ng meron tayo. At even our work, our negosyo, the family that we have, the colleagues that we have, we are entrusted to these people, the customers that we have, the distributors that we have in our team. They were entrusted to us by the Lord. So kailangan natin ayusin natin ang paano natin sila matulungan. And then second session was about the law of contentment. Ecclesiastes 6:9, it is better to be satisfied with what you have than to be always wanting something else. Okay? Then we go to session 3, which was the law of sowing and reaping. Iba-ibang areas of sowing and reaping. Kala ko isa lang. Hindi pala. So Proverbs 11:18, the wicked man earns deceptive wages, but he who sows righteousness reaps a sure reward. Even yung sowing mo sa bibig mo, sa acts mo, sa activities mo, counted po lahat yan. Okay? Then session 4 was about, nga ba yung session 4? Pasensya naman po. Okay. The habits of financial health. Okay. Remember the Lord, Deuteronomy 8:18, remember the Lord your God, for it is He who gives you the ability to produce wealth. Okay? So please do not say mahihain kasi ako kasi ganito. Puro kasi wala. Anak ka ni Lord, kaya mo lahat yan. Kung willing ka lang. You're willing to get out of your comfort zone. Sinasabi ko yan. When you get out of your comfort zone, you step into your greatness. Kasi you have a great, great God. Okay? So session 5 po. Matthew 6:19-21. Do not store up for yourselves treasures on earth where moth and rust destroy and where thieves break in and steal. But store up for yourselves treasures in heaven where moth and rust do not destroy. So yung 5 ways to invest na. And where thieves do not break in and steal. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. Okay, so gusto ko pong mag-share. So, ito nga kami, we arrived yesterday here in, this is called Brent Baywood Resort and Spa. Dito po, walking distance yung Butchart Garden. So these are your leaders, many of you know them. Alam niyo din po ang mga background nila. So doon, nilagay talaga ni Lord sa heart ko na, these are people that are blessed. Bakit? Sinunod nila yung lahat ng from session 1 na ano. Talagang sinunod nila. Okay? And ito lang, share ko lang po sa inyo to ha. For those of you na hindi nakita yung post. Tingnan niyo po. This is the hotel where we're staying right now. O diba? Lahat po yan, kanya-kanyang bayan po kami. But you know the background of sila Ani, sila Ting and Beng lalo na, no? Okay, and this is the bedroom where I am in right now. And then ito yung view ng rooms, ng room paglabas. Mamaya gusto ko po talaga yung ipakita sa inyo. Okay? Gusto po namin makasama kayo. So, yan yung food. And sorry naman, di alam nila Mary Ann na isasali ko. Ito, tinan mo, gutom na gutom.
Hindi kami gutom. Dami ang orders. Alam mo, hindi kami gutom.
Hindi nila alam na ito-post ko pa. Sila magalit.
Walang gana.
Enjoy. Alam nyo, yun yung ano ko na hindi mo mababayaran ng experience. Saka yung we're together, we're yung exchange of converse, kung ano-ano, sobrang yun ang matetreasure ko talaga. And you guys, I want you all to experience that because God also wants you to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Tandaan nyo yan. Okay, that's something you can look forward to. And sandali lang po, I have one more slides to share with you. Very, very important. Bakit? Kasi nilagay din po ni Lord ito sa heart ko. Marami sa atin gumising, marami pong problema. Marami sa atin kung ano-ano, magulo ang isip. But please remember, sabi ko lagi sa inyo, ito, I just want to show 2 slides that our general manager shared with us in the Dream Team retreat. Please promise yourself from now on, no matter what your situation is, focus on what is the opportunity. Focus on the promise of the future. Yung mga lifestyle na nakikita nyo sa mga president's teams nyo, sa ibang millionaire teams, target teams nyo, and so on. That is the promise of the future. Instead of focusing on, this is not working, puro reklamo. And you will not really see the blessings that God has in store for you. Kaya dito, honestly, focus lang talaga, keep working until makakahanap ka ng taong gusto. And that's all I did the last 28 years. Okay, so sabi nga ni Alan, the opportunity in the barangays. There are 42,000 barangays right now in the Philippines and there's 113 million Filipinos. Alam nyo, alam natin yan, lahat ng tao pwedeng matulungan sa products. Lahat ng tao pwedeng matulungan sa opportunity. Even part-time, 1 hour, that I have that thing about light and see. Na 1 hour lang meron siya. I don't have to discuss it ngayon. So if you want that idea, you have to let your mentors know and then you guys just let me know kung sino interested. So as of June 2023, there's over 1,000 nutrition clubs, 28,000 Herbalife members, and 12 presidents teams. It does not have to stay there. We just have to decide. So always play the what if game. Instead of, yun lang yun, kasi hindi pwedeng itong mga ganito, customer ko, blah, 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 mga distributor ko, marami pa pong tao, 113 million pa po. Okay? So we play the what if game. What if? Okay? We will now have 4,200 clubs in the next few years. What if there's over 80,000 Herbalife members, 10 new presidents teams, and 1 chairman's club? Ako kiniklaim ko na yan, 50K chairman's club ang desire ng heart ko, alam ko i-grant ni Lord dyan sa akin. Okay? And I just want to thank yung mga leaders na nag-organize ng mga Philippine Nutrition Club trainings po, yung Unified Philippine Nutrition Clubs. I know it's going to, yan na po. And dito po, no, the future possibility, 42,000 active business builders, 42,000 barangays, 42,000 light NC, 500 volume points lang kada NC. Kaya tingnan nyo ilan ng barangay sa paligid ninyo. Kahit po home NC. that is 21 million volume points for the Philippines. Bilangin niyo po ilang presidents din po yun. So doon lang po tayo mag-focus. Yun lang po kaya natin mag-focus sa anong pwedeng gawin. Hindi doon sa mga bagay na kasi itong taong to ganito. Wala na pong ganyan. Focus lang po kayo.